well as we usher in this next wave of Washington Wizards basketball. We are really excited and very fortunate to be adding these three young men that I have next to me. I'll touch on them in a little bit here in a moment, but I think first I do want to acknowledge this venue. Cisco's been able to give us this venue. These guys saw the draft room and the people working in behind it. But to start your career with this beautiful venue, take these pictures on top of DC, I think it's a pretty cool spot. So thank you guys for that. Second, our fans. Ever since draft night and the draft party, we've been like checking and monitoring in, and you guys have really welcomed these guys and got behind them and gave them support and some energy. So please continue to support them, their teammates, and you guys do a really good job for all of us. Third, it's a really, really long draft process. I think last few nights when I got up to speak, I was able to thank strategy, thank evaluation, but there's so many more hands that go behind this, the really helping hands that allow us to put everything together so that they can get here, they can go through their draft process, whether that's equipment, whether that's travel, logistics, player pathways and enrichment, making sure that their families get here. Ramon and your crew do a tremendous job. So I want to thank everybody that plays a part in getting them here and getting the draft process going for us and sustaining all the way through. And then lastly, probably and most importantly, I want to thank the people who support these young men. The friends, the families, the coaches, the representation, those who aren't here as well and couldn't make it. Let's give them a round of applause for helping get them started. I think the Wizards got better. We got better the last couple nights. You guys know we seek people, we seek professionals, and we seek basketball players. And we feel like we got that in these three young men, in Tre, and Will, and Jamir. They all bring a serious competitiveness. They all bring a workman-like mentality. They all have a passion to improve, and they bring a scoring ability with upside to our basketball team. So we're super excited to add that. We go through the draft process and spend a lot of time with them. We go to meals, we watch film sessions. Obviously they go through the workouts, they have legitimate interviews where we're asking questions, and we really just learn as much about them as we can. We pick their brain and try to figure out what motivates them. And these three gentlemen align with our core values as people and as players. So we're really, really excited to add them. As Chris talked about, they've each had individual success within a team setting, and that's what we're looking to get here. So without further ado, I would like to really welcome you guys, get you in the red, white, and blue, get you in the Wizards colors, but before that, let's hand you your jersey so you guys can at least get your first look that we talked about. And we have the attributes that we look for in the 94x50, what happens on the court, and they obviously have those, but we also talk about environment and our environmental habits and things we look for. And Travis Schlenk, Amber Nichols make sure that our group of evaluators are out there asking questions, and it's not just high school, it's not just college. We're digging deeper and finding as many sources as possible, and when they come in, they usually just confirm who they are, and that's what these three did during their visit.
Tre, I want to ask you about what the last 48 hours have been like. Before I do that, your dad loved the glasses. We have to talk afterwards. Tre, what's it been like for you to leave Brooklyn, an NBA player, and then spending the last couple of days here in DC?
It's just been great, especially having my family down here, getting to tour around the city, and then just jail and meet these guys for sure. It's just been great. Leaving Brooklyn, high emotions, and getting here still with high emotions, still happy about being in the city.
Will, I talked to your basketball coach draft night at Illinois, and two things that really kind of stood out to me. One was you had a significant growth spurt during COVID. Can you confirm or deny you went from 5'9" to 6'5"?
Yeah, I can confirm, yeah.
COVID was a little longer in camp.
I would say so. I would say so. Also, the fact that you're very versatile, your game, and I think it's because you were a soccer player, and you also was a high jumper. Those two sports, how do they correlate with being a basketball player?
Yeah, I feel like with high jump, like, there's a lot of technicals to it in a lot of ways. Yeah, you gotta be quick off your feet. You know, you gotta come at an angle, jump off 1 foot. So I feel like that comes in a lot of things in basketball. I feel, and also with soccer, I was also a goalkeeper, so a lot of hand-eye coordination, and you know, you just gotta stay sharp in all your positions. So yeah, I feel like
goalkeeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means you're a good defender. Coach Keefe, are you hearing that? Where's Coach Keefe?
Yeah, I'm here.
You got that? Okay. Jamir, first of all, congratulations on graduating from Florida State University. You went through a lot during your college time. You started with COVID. There was also NIL, transfer portal. There were a lot of things that you went through as a college student. What did you learn from those experiences?
I think it was a roller coaster ride, throughout college, but just staying blessed and, going day by day with it, I learned a lot.
We appreciate all of you guys being here. We cannot wait to see you put on that